The Lightning Temple is a very electrifying dungeon in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which will reunite you with an old friend from Breath of the Wild, as well as give you one of the strongest sage abilities in the game. Let's show you everything you need to know. Welcome back everyone, it's Abdallah here with another tips and tricks tutorial video for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Today's video is all about the Lightning Temple, and not only are we going to show you every puzzle within and how to beat them really easily, we're going to show you exactly how to approach the entire temple, and we'll show you the boss battle as well. So it's going to be broken up in 3 parts. Feel free to use the chapters right underneath here, but by the end of this video, you'll have the entire temple completely mastered, I guarantee it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if this video did help you out, be sure to smash that like button and share the video with another Zelda fan. I'd love to have you on board. We are on our way to 1 million subscribers, and we need each and every one of you, so hit that subscribe button. Let's jump on into it, shall we? From Hyrule Castle Town, make your way to the southwest of Gerudo Desert. You'll find the Kara Kara Bazaar nearby the Mayatat Shrine, so stop over there and talk to the shopkeeper to sell some of your materials in order to afford the 450 rupee Desert Vo headband, which gives you level 1 heat resistance. Now would be a great time to use a stove to cook some meals that include chill shrooms or hydromelons that provide additional heat resistance. You're gonna need it. So head past the Hylian men and start walking into the Desert Tornado. This is the path towards Gerudo Town, but the map doesn't work and your visibility will be decreased. Just keep holding the camera behind you and try not to turn around. If you see a tornado in the Desert Storm, jump into it and open your glider so that you can fly high enough to see exactly where Gerudo Town is. Once you made it to Gerudo Town, you'll notice a bunch of Gibdo in the area. Do your best to ignore them, as normal weapons won't do any damage to them. Climb up the waterways along the exterior of the town until you find a small Gerudo child exploring for secrets. Follow the child a few times until you find the hidden access to the Gerudo shelter. Jump down there to meet up with Buliara and the rest of the Gerudo guards. Buliara enlists your help to find out what's going on with the Desert Storms and tells you to meet up with Riju, who is at the training grounds to the north. If you want to, you can glide down from the town walls and sneak up on a sand seal in order to make your trip a little faster. Otherwise, use the same navigation tactics as before to make your way to the training grounds to meet Riju. Riju has been mastering her lightning ability and teaches you exactly how to use it in conjunction with your arrows. As soon as Riju activates her ability, she has an expanding area of lightning effect on the ground, and whatever is in that area can be struck with a powerful lightning that hits Link's arrows when fired. Fast travel back to Kara Kara Bazaar via the Mayatat Shrine, and you'll see that it's been overrun by Gibdos. You'll start to play a tower defense game where Riju, her guards, and yourself will be destroying Gibdos in order to protect the bazaar. Use Riju's area of effect lightning strikes to destroy them one by one, keeping an eye on the red enemy dots on the map in the lower right corner. After defeating all the Gibdos, you'll notice a giant hive pillar with a glowing purple weak spot in the middle of it. Use a lightning strike from Riju or any bomb arrows you have in order to destroy it when its light is bright and pulsating. Now Zelda randomly appears in the distance and head towards Gerudo Town, so Riju decides to explore back there. Follow the same path you did earlier to get to Gerudo Town and meet up with Riju again. Riju explains that the town is going to be overrun with Gibdos and tells you to help prepare for an attack by setting up perimeter guards and filling up on supplies. Head to the captain and deploy any of the soldiers anywhere. Honestly, it doesn't matter where, as you'll be doing all the heavy lifting anyways. I use the default selection, so feel free to put the spear troops, sword troops, and the cannoneer wherever you want. Head over to the east side and talk to Pada to build some barricades that will help hold back the Gibdo. Again, doesn't matter where, just choose anything. There are a ton of supplies in the area, so be sure to open up every chest and take every item, including materials, weapons, and rupees. Talk to Riju to start the Gerudo Town defense. You'll have to destroy all the Gibdo spawning hive towers, so head on out towards a direction and use Riju's lightning area effect to destroy Gibdos and the hive towers accordingly. Keep an eye on the minimap in the corner to understand where the Gibdo are spawning from, and take out the towers while protecting Riju from approaching Gibdo as well. Once you take out all the hive towers, you'll be required to knock out every last Gibdo in the area, so fire your lightning arrows until the coast is clear. Collect as many Gibdo materials as you can, as Gibdo bones are a very powerful weapon when fused with arrows. Return to the underground shelter and speak to Riju in front of a mural. She'll tell you a small riddle to open up the path to the next temple. This riddle involves finding 3 towers in the desert and unlocking their lights, so glide towards the desert and keep walking around until you find the first one. Use a rock weapon to break the rocks on the floor to reveal the first light that aims towards the next tower. The next tower is a little lower than it needs to be, so locate the nearby crankshaft and have Link push it so that it rotates and raises the tower high enough to reach the first tower's light. The second tower emits a light that will lead to the final tower, but it needs to be properly aligned. So use the ascend technique in order to reach the top of the tower, and then use Ultra Hand to glue together one of your dropped weapons to act like a crankshaft. Rotate the tower so that its beam of light hits the first tower, and doing so will activate an electric panel in the middle of the lighted triangle. Meet Riju over there and fire an arrow at the center of it to reveal the Lightning Temple. Now you'll have access to Riju's Lightning Strike, so use it to destroy the hive covering the front of the Lightning Temple. Doing so will reveal the temple boss, Queen Gibdo, and start off a battle against her. You'll need to activate Riju's Lightning Strike and fire as many shots at the Queen as possible, avoiding the cyclones that she sends towards you. After a few shots, she'll fly away and leave you with a few Gibdo hives and a bunch of Gibdo on the ground that will attack you, so dispatch them as you've done previously. Head inside the temple and grab a torch along the wall and light it so that you can see your way through the interior of the Dark Temple. Use Ultra Hand to remove giant brick boulders from the wall to reveal a smaller room with thin rectangular stones that you can use to block the horizontal flames coming from the walls. So rotate those vertically and walk your way through. The next hurdle is a narrow passageway with a flame boulder that's rolling towards you. Use the recall ability to rewind the flame ball and walk past it to a switch on the floor that will prevent future flame balls from falling down the hall and allow Riju to follow you. Continue forward and you'll notice another Gibdo hive, so take care of that like you usually do. The next room is going to showcase the main gimmick of the temple, reflecting light in the Room of Hopeful Light. After destroying the construct, use your Ultra Hand to grab the mirror and hold it up high in a way that it's facing towards the circular emblem above the doorway to reflect the middle room light towards it. It'll open the door to the main area of the Lightning Temple. Activate the glowing green hand pad and you'll be told that you'll need to use your power in order to charge 4 batteries to open the way forward. So let's go find them. The first of the batteries is right in front of you. Head towards the right and remove boulder bricks and use Riju's Lightning Strike on the battery stone emblem. In the corner of the Room of Ascension, you'll see a movable stone that will reveal an updraft, so grab that stone and fly to the very top of the temple. Now while on the top floor, climb up the side wall near 2 pots and you'll find another room with light coming from inside it. A little section in the wall houses 2 movable mirrors, so attach one mirror to the upright boulder in the room so that it shines out of the small entry point. Take a second mirror and drop it outside the entryway, as we'll need that later. Now take a look at the light that's emitting from across the room and use Ultra Hand to move the statues to bounce the light a few times and diagonally upwards towards the target on the 6th floor. Use the updraft combined with a little wall climbing and make your way towards the green lit emblem that you just lit up. Fall down through the tunnel with your glider, Mission Impossible style, only to land in front of the second battery to charge. Head back up to the light emitting from the wall on the top floor, but this time allow the beam of light to hit the closest statue, so that it reflects towards the right statue angling downwards. This will reveal a green emblem on the 3rd floor, so step on the switch in front of it and you'll be greeted with a room full of Gibdos and constructs to battle. In order to raise the light to the very top room, you'll need to use a mirror comboed with either of the floating blocks or with an air balloon. I choose to use the flame emitter I had in my inventory and attach it to a square platform, and then I put an air balloon on top of that to allow Link to rise up to the mirror pointed forward. When the mirror hit the green emblem, I use recall to stop the light from rising any higher, giving the emblem the correct amount of light to open the way forward to the 3rd battery. Now remember that second mirror in the top room? Yeah, we're going to use that to open the last door, so head back up the updraft, grab the mirror with Ultra Hand and drop it through the entryway. Angle it 45 degrees downward from in front of you and walk all the way across the gap in the middle so that the light from the room is shining on you. Use the Ultra Hand to raise the mirror over the gap and get the correct angle downwards to unlock the last green emblem. Inside this next room, you'll find walls that crush inwards, so Simply use the boulders on the side and glue them together to jam the walls and walk through. The next area has vertical smashing ceilings, so grab the 2 boulders and glue them together vertically to prevent the ceilings from coming downward. Destroy the construct and set up a mirror on the platform facing the way you came through the vertical ceiling smasher. Fall down to the lower level via the crack in the door, and you'll find a stake on the floor that you can use Ultra Hand to lodge it into the side of the wall and prevent the rotating wall from covering the green emblem that needs light. Grab a nearby mirror and angle it from the middle light towards the green emblem to open the hatch above the light that will hit the previously placed mirror and open the battery room. If the vertical ceiling is still crushing, use a nearby stake and place it into the wall to lodge the ceiling and proceed towards the final battery of the temple. Head back to the main lobby and activate the green hand pad to raise Riju and yourself up to the 7th floor to find a giant glowing purple hive. Launch an electric arrow at it and release the final boss fight against Queen Gibdo. The battle against Queen Gibdo is going to be very similar to its first encounter, as you'll have to aim lightning arrows at the queen when she's not hiding behind the hives in the room. Watch out for her acid spray attack that can hit you from very far away, along with her fast charge attack and cyclones that will potentially knock back Riju or block your lightning arrows from hitting her. Occasionally your arrow hits will leave her on the ground, allowing you to deal massive damage with your melee weapons. Once you destroy half of her health, she'll activate all 4 hives in the area, so make your way through the area and destroy all of the hives while dodging ground and aerial Gibdos. If you ever feel overwhelmed, stand inside one of the pillars of light that came from a destroyed hive and watch as the Gibdos simply die due to the light in the room. Queen Gibdo will continue to use her acid spray on you while you're attacking all the hives, so keep an eye out for that as well. Once all the hives are destroyed, it's a one-on-one battle against the queen in the exact same fashion as phase 1. Allow Riju to expand out her lightning range, then proceed to fire electric arrows to drain the queen's health to 0. Watch her explode and take a heart container for your troubles. Congrats. And there you have it. You guys are now experts of everything Lightning Temple. What did you think? Oh man, Riju's area of effect Lightning Strike is so good. And plus the fact that we got to do a tower defense in a Zelda game. Please give me more of that in DLC. Anyway, I'm so excited to read what you guys think of the entire Lightning Temple in the comments, so feel free to do that. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for hitting that like button, and of course, thanks for sharing this with another Zelda fan. So be sure to keep it locked here for even more Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom tips and tricks tutorials. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.